The news is full of the inadequacy and the failure of the Home Office today. Robert Jenrick claiming that Rishi Sunak has liberal migration policies, and the Border Force Security Database, the egates, the border crossing system, broken yet again. This is something that was launched 3 years ago for £372 million, and it suffered a complete nationwide breakdown. There's 270 different e-gates around the UK, all of them failing, leaving people queuing for hours and hours, returning from short holidays or whatever business. And the whole thing, huge, high capacity of modern travel, and the e-gates were supposed to make that all easier. Then it breaks down. There aren't enough people employed in the border force to take over, and the whole thing degenerates into chaos. As a result, apparently, Heathrow wasn't letting planes land. It didn't have a real plan. Everybody was manually processed through one gate and without enough staff. Bournemouth Airport, apparently people, the Border Force staff were forced to use laptops to process passports. Simply madness. Simply madness, particularly when the e-gate system has failed so often. And yet, it's not the e-gates which dominates the parliamentary time, it's Robert Jenrick battering on about Rishi Sunak's liberality. And there seems an obsession with appearing tough without actually backing it up with reality. Too much rhetoric and not enough reality. And this is despite Mark Harper, James Cleverly, Cameron, all talking about concerns over the entry-exit system, the EES, another aspect of the border. There's too much focus on the problems of border control without actually getting the work done. Too much rhetoric, too much questioning, and not enough action. And I'm not remotely surprised there's a e-gate problem. What would happen in the event of a serious national crisis? What would happen in some sort of attack? It would be so easy. I think now our country is so vulnerable to an attack, and we have no backup. This is a time of increased international tension, and we are limping around, whinging about technology that we do not properly understand or control, and that we have no backup to present in the case of failure. And it's the same story, whether it's the post office, whether it's the border control, whether it's the police, or whether it's the NHS. We simply are not prepared, and we are too reliant on what people say, what the people in charge say. We aren't careful enough about what people do.